Good morning, guys. Hopefully, the audio is better today and I don't shit all over the place with it. Oh, I don't know. We got some weird. Shit, I should have moved that around. Got some weird intro music coming in today, I guess. How's everybody doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, I don't want to be echoing, but it sound like the audio is not horrible today. How has everybody been, man? It's been about a week or so since I've been on. Real life shit went down, I had to handle that, all that fun stuff. But glad to be back here with y'all today. If I can figure out what I'm doing exactly, that'd be dope. Well, you never know. you never know. There may be some. And by the way, man, look, ADD brain, I guess. Me and Tyler was out going through the motions, getting ready to prepare for what we're going to talk about earlier. We got some things coming up. So I was out trying to prepare for all that. And me and him got into this deep-hearted discussion. And he didn't agree with me. He just called me a dumb redneck, which he might be. He might be onto something there. I might be that. But we're out there, we got the gimbals out. We're going through the motions. We're trying to get down some practice for this upcoming piece we're going to talk about in a minute. And I don't know, ADD brain, right? So I was like, hey, man, I don't ever trust a motherfucker that says shat. And he said, what? Yeah, if somebody says shat, they're not trustworthy. You know what I mean? If somebody said, oh, he shat upon the wall. It's shit, man. You don't say shat. It's just one of those pet peeves, I guess, or I'm just a rambling madman. Either one could be true, or neither one of them could be true. Who knows? But anyways, good morning, guys. Glad to see y'all in here. We have got some exciting news. On the 27th, the piece that we were just talking about was down at the graveyard. It was going through with the gimbals and everything. On the 27th, we are going back to Randolph County to hopefully get a Phantom Farm Part 2, a follow-up piece, at least. Pick on the screen right now. Shot at. Looks like this one. Oh, that, believe it or not, is in Ohio. That's what we love about this area. It's in Lockington. It's a little bitty town. I don't know, maybe 2,000 people in that town, and that's being generous. I mean, it's a very small town. They got this big dam, and off that dam, there's like a stream. The stream's dope as shit. Like, you could go down the stream, and like every so many feet, it's a completely different scene. It's very cinematic. We love going out there. We shot. Oh, I don't know. We've shot so many pieces out there, but that was for the Face of Horror competition. We went out and I was being or Father Barnes, that was a part of the Exorcist, the photo shoot that we got put together for the Face of Horror. And we had the cursed object idea where this father is called in to go around this damn area, finds the cane in his hand there, it being a cursed object, and he tries to do away with it, but it ends up possessing the father. So that was our whole drive and idea behind the Exorcist photo shoot. We did the Exorcist photo shoot with my daughter. We're like, okay, what else can we do with this character? Which, with me, I don't know, man. I dive into all this shit head deep, and now I'm like trying to develop a screenplay off of this character, possessed. I don't know. Just playing around with the character, not really a film per se. Just trying to develop a nice little horror character out of that whole shit. Okay, yeah, Comfort Dog, you make a valid point. All those people that speak proper English, which I can't do this morning, as you can tell. Yeah, they probably get a pass on it. I think I can give them a pass on it. But, there's some people that you just got to kind of like side eye. You know what I mean? If they say shat, or if they get ready to say fuck, they say freak. You know what I mean? And Mama Skeeter's one of those people where she'd be like, oh, freak. It's like, Mom, just say fuck. You'll feel better. You get it out. Come from the diaphragm. You don't got to say, oh, freak. What's all freak? Freak and shat. And there's just a bunch of people. You know what I mean? It's like, come on. Like, if you're If you're doing that, like if you gotta be proper when cursing, what kind of demon are you? You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? What kind of sorcery is this shit? Like, I'm gonna properly curse you out. You know? Yeah, it's just weird. It's weird shit. Here we go with the ramblings. See, Amber Chick. I mean, I was a sailor, you know, and I was a bosun mate in the U.S. Navy. I don't talk about that much, but I was there. Try not to swear once I forgot the word she used, but I think. Right, yeah. There was always, and that's how we knew growing up, like, we pushed the shit too far. Is with, you know, my mom raising, you know, 3 kids by herself, and 2 of them being males. She had to be it, you know, and we was bigger than her, I think, in like the 5th grade. So mom's little ass, but that's how we always knew. We pushed the envelope too far. If she started cussing, it's like, oh shit, man, we're about to get fucked up. Like, if we done made moms cuss, and it's still today. Even my kids know now. If mama starts cussing, you better start running. Hey, that's awesome, man. But yeah, those little things like that, like those little things that make you giggle. I remember as my mom was whipping my ass once. I was trying not to laugh because of the situation. I remember I had her so pissed off. We had, like, I just got out the shower and there was way too much water over the floor or whatever it was. But she came in there and she was so pissed off at me. She's like, I'm about to hit you so hard you thought you got hit by Mike Tyson. And I mean, these are literal words. Like, now being a parent, I look at it like, damn, like we hit her in that special rage spot. You know what I mean? Where only kids can hit you. Only your kids can hit you in that special rage where you're just like, man, I got to walk away from you, child. You know, it was one of those moments. But yeah, she threatened to hit me like Mike Tyson as she was whipping my white ass. That word came out strong when oh man, listen, Comfort Dog. I got lucky, right? I got one that's just barely into teenage land. And my oldest child, he's a young man. He's about to be 20. But yeah, the teenager thing, I got fooled, right? Because my first kid, my oldest one, he's a boy. Teenage years, went through that, shit's fine, right? Like, he has a few dumb shits where I had to be dad and all that, but for the most part, great kid. I got very blessed with him. So I'm thinking, okay, this teenage shit is a breeze. Now, my oldest daughter that lives with me is touching into the teenage years, and I'm ready to go get an exorcist. I'm praying to Buddha. I'm praying to Jesus. I'm praying to Allah. I'm praying to all the cats up there. Like, please hear me. Like, this child is going to damn my soul to hell. Testing me. I love it. I love being a father. But sometimes you're like, Jesus, kid. And the teenage years, at least with my girls, has been the scariest thing I've faced yet. Coming from a guy that does paranormal documentaries. My teenage daughter is scary as shit. Buttons to push their parents. Right, Jordan? Like, they do that. They do. My youngest one now, she's hell on heels. The one that you got seen in the Exorcist photo shoot. And every time I go to work, every time I get ready to go film, I don't care what it is. My youngest one is wanting to go play something evil. She loves it. If you know, my youngest son, I think he caught like the comedy gene. He's always coming up with jokes and saying shit and trying to get me to laugh about uncomfortable shit in front of my wife because I'm supposed to be a parent. And he's saying some funny shit, and I kind of try to clean it up. I'm like, hey, son, that's funny. But, you know what I mean? He's one of those. But my youngest daughter, when it comes to film, acting, and being characters, my love for horror and shit, she definitely caught that bug. Oh, man. Lord, can you bless Comfort Doll right now? I have no idea where she's at or what she's doing right now, but she has 3 daughters, Lord. You know damn well you put one too many on that plate, trying to drive the woman all crazy. In your name we pray, amen. 3 daughters. I mean, that's what I got. I got 3 daughters, and I got 2 boys. And each each daughter's like a new demon. You know what I mean? I'm just fucking around. Love my kids, but each daughter's like a demon. You know, they're their own individual, but they still probably gonna stab me in the throat. You know, each daughter's. It's like the 13 Ghosts movie. You know what I mean? They're all just piled up in the fucking house. But no, in my opinion, at least for me, right, the boys have been easier. Oh, right, Joda. Right, hey, man, that's a side effect of being a sailor. I tell that to everybody. Like, oh my God, you got 5 kids? It's like, yes, I have 5 children. But it's a side effect of being in the United States Navy. Like, that's just one of the things that come along with it. You know, you're going to see the ocean, you're going to have about 5 kids. That's the only thing you know when you go into the Navy. You know, see the ocean, you know you're about to have about 5 kids. And who knows, there might be some stragglers over in Rota, Spain. Yes, 5 kids. And listen, man, they're all at the age now where there's a different sport. Like, they're overlapping with sports. Like, my youngest son, he just got picked up by a 12U baseball team. Football season just ended. I've wrapped up my 12th or 13th year coaching football. But anyways, football season just wrapped up for him. So finally, I'm excited because my youngest son's wrestling. My oldest son, that wasn't his bag. He'd rather play basketball. It's fine. Me growing up through school, I was a wrestler and football player. And I just wanted one kid, man. Just one kid to give the match a try. Just go out and just try to wrestle. If you don't like it, fine. But my rule always is you put your name on the dotted line. You've given your word. You'll finish out the year, whether you like it or not. You've given your word. You'll finish out your year. So this year I got lucky, though. My youngest son, youngest daughter, with 11 and 9, they're both wrestling this year. And I was stoked about that. And then my son also just got picked up by a 12U traveling baseball team. And, you know, I don't know. When I was a kid, baseball was just fucking from spring till fall, you know. Now, apparently, baseball, and really all sports, you can find a league and play sports all year long. I didn't know this existed. So now our week consists of the little man having baseball, wrestling, day off until the meets start. And then it's everything's full. And that's just 2 of them. My oldest daughter that lives with me, she is in basketball. So we have that. And then my oldest daughter, who lives over around Chi-Town, she right now is trying to qualify for the Junior Olympics for boxing. So I don't know. My kids are in a little bit of everything. My oldest boy played football all the way throughout, and he's trying to further that now, trying to get into a college and try to be a walk-on. But yeah, sports are a big thing over here in the Barnes household. Anyways, you know, like I said, I played football, wrestled all the way through school, and then did the MMA thing for a while, then the professional wrestling thing for a while. And, you know, sports is always something. There's like a damn competitive gene that I need to scratch all the damn time, you know, so I don't know. It's one of those things. But yeah, 5 kids, all these different sports is fucking maddening, especially when you have to be an adult in situations. Like, there's some parts of me where, like, now listen, I think every neighborhood in the damn world has these type of kids that just little bullies, you know what I mean? Little assholes. So that's been something I've had to navigate with the parent guide instead of like the hood in me. That's like, you know what? You about to stump these fucking kids out, you know? Now that still did come later, and I still put my youngest son on notice. Like, dude, they keep coming around here. They don't even live around here. They live like a couple neighborhoods over, but they keep coming over here, picking on kids. I'm like, son, you're just going to have to bust their ass, dude. Like, you know, sometimes, like, you've already given them warnings. You've already, you know, brought it to their attention that they're extremely wrong, and they keep doing this shit. If they come back, son, you're going to have to do you know, do some shit. You can't just bend the knee, man. You gotta stand up. But hell yeah, Comfort Dog. Now we got that over here too. Like, me singing is horrible. You guys never want to hear that. If ever a live stream kicks on and says I'm singing, do not click on that. Your ears will hate you for the duration of your life. But yeah, we all We're it's really weird, man. The best way I can explain it is I got raised by rednecks in the hood. So it's a nice cultural blend there. and but anyways, yeah, we come from that type of family. You picked an instrument. Well, you know, if you was great at it or not, when everybody got around and started singing and stuff, you know, they would like to sing a lot of the Southern gospel songs and things. And it was just something we picked up very young. My stepfather was in a band. He played. I'm great at rhythm on a guitar. I can play a little bit of lead. But beyond that, no, I can make sounds come out of a mandolin and sounds come out of a banjo, but I can't play either one of them. I can barely be qualified to say that I can play a guitar. But yeah. Well, I played sports. To say I was good, that's debatable. You know, my kids by far are a hell of a lot better than what I was, you know. But in my defense, I didn't have no dad telling me shit. You know what I mean? I just, like I said earlier, I was raised by a single mother. When it comes to football and wrestling, moms don't know too much. You know? Usually. Moms don't know too. Mine didn't. Mine was all about Paula Abdul and some stonewashed jeans. She wasn't worried about football or wrestling, you know. So then my girls are always on my ass too. Still on the sports subject. They're wanting me to coach them. And I've learned from being a substitute teacher and hopefully next year finally getting my own room to teach. So I don't got to be doing the sub deal. But there is a bunch of feelings that you have to deal with, you know, coaching girls in any sports. And I've only sport I've ever coached really is football. And you got to be a certain way in football. You got to be aggressive. You got to, you know, get them ready for the season. I get hyped up because in my concussed brain, sometimes I'm still on the field with my boys. So I'm the type of coach that's screaming and pacing the sidelines and running out in the field and stacking my kids up and everything. Hey, how we doing, Melissa? And so the girls are like, Daddy, yeah, why don't you coach us? It's like, because I don't want to traumatize you kids. My crazy ass screaming and yelling, but I think they've sucked me into where I'll be coaching their softball team next year. So God be with me. Yeah, let's see if I can do a smooth transition. Yeah. Did I do that right? I did. We're going to watch a little bit of the Channel 2 News coverage of our film that we will be doing a watch along with over on Raven's channel Friday night. Wait, I don't know if I was supposed to say that yet. Sorry, Raven, if I wasn't. But yeah, we talked about it. We're going to do a live watch along. If you have not watched our film, Phantom Farm, yet, you can watch it over on Raven's channel with Raven, Death, and I as we get ready to delve into Phantom Farm, the follow-up piece, maybe. How we film these things, guys. Before we even get into the Phantom Farm stuff, I know I've kind of been all over the place talking about a little bit of everything. But, hey, good morning, Lex. But when we go in and film these types of pieces, this whole time, from Phantom Farm to our next visit to Randolph County, we've been investigating places. But if nothing happens, we don't... You know, the whole reason why Phantom Farm was made was because of Phantom Scratch. Hence the name Phantom Farm. Was that a poor farm? Phantom Scratch. Phantom Farm. But we go to these locations, and if nothing happens, we don't put nothing together. You know what I mean? We're not going to force evidence. We're not going to force things. We're not going to over-exaggerate. We're not going to undersell, oversell. We're just going to be 100% honest and go through. So hopefully when we go back here, we have something cool to happen so we can have this follow-up piece. I know Amazon's want a follow-up piece, so I think that's the direction we're going for this. But and we also got another tavern we're going to be investigating in December. So we got 2 exciting pieces coming up, and I'm still writing around. I'm still writing on this full feature fan film. I can't get out of my head, but I think I'm going to take Michael Myers out of it and create my own monster. But and then we got Devil's Bargain. So we got some fun shit coming up here. We also, yes, parents can be vicious, especially if you're trying to be a referent. What's going on, little boots? Another happy birthday to you, little boots. Okay, we'll watch a little bit of this From my memory, again, 21 concussions in a lifetime. Memory's not that great on shit, but I think they did a good coverage on this first. This is the first time we went down. I think we've been down 2 times since. We've kind of became their neighborhood paranormal watchers. You know what I mean? Like how the late night shows bring on these damn animal handlers and things. We're kind of that for this news. Yes, Lex. Like I love John Carpenter and I love Hitchcock, but a fan film, Tyler's the one that like slapped me in the face with this fact. He's like, man, it's one thing to be a fan, but then just to keep kind of being the cover band. So that got me spinning on creating my own lore, and it's going to be very occulty, you know, just like the Halloween short was. But I want to create my own monster, man, like create my own Michael, Jason, Freddy type ordeal. Hey, Steph, I didn't know I was live either. I've been trying to go live in the mornings here when I'm not working. But life happened. You know, if you guys read my whole little woe is me post on my community tab, we're dealing with some shit. I had to go handle some of that stuff. We still got nightmare shit heading. But yeah, that's why I wasn't around for about 8 days or so. Dealing with life. But I'm here. I'm alive and live. I think that's what I titled this damn stream. I don't know. I'm horrible. Okay. We'll listen to these peeps. Again, this is the first news broadcast.
Indiana.
Let me pause that. Okay. Yeah, you guys can see there's Brittany, which is Bob's significant other, Austin, Tyler, and myself. Okay, let's make sure you guys can hear it. Everything's good.
The ghost hunters include longtime friends who grew up in Sydney, along with the co-host of a Troy-based podcast called Tales of the Dark, who had never before gone ghost hunting. John is asking questions about their experience.
This is going to be fun and interesting. Joining me are 3 of the minds behind Phantom Farm. Brittany Clark, co-host of a podcast up in Troy. Tyler Terry, producer.
No, you guys can't hear that, can you?
Catch-all everything on the whole project. And Nathan Barnes, videographer. And all 3 of you.
Yeah, okay. Volume's a little bit low, but you guys got it.
I want to start here of how this whole thing came together, on how this team was formed. Tyler, how did this kind of all come together?
Definitely does, Boots. Definitely does. I appreciate you guys. I truly do. I know I say that shit all the time.
To kind of do this together as teams, and so we always had this kind of history with ghost hunting or paranormal investigation, going to great.
A little bit low. Let's see if I
We
can.
ended up working together. We're security guards basically, and I found this place from watching paranormal TV, which I'm like a junkie for. So I found this place, Randolph County Infirmary in Indiana.
We was not so much Tyler and I. Poor Brittany, she was nervous as shit before we went on air this first time.
Basically, for my mom's birthday, it was around this time when it happened. Instead of going on vacation, which is expensive and tedious, just to do something that my family does love, which is to do weird things like that. And went there. For me, nothing happened, which is pretty common for me. One of the reasons I'm more of a skeptic. Went back there with Nathan. And he had a pretty weird experience in the basement.
I want to hear that. This weird experience. I've been looking forward to hearing what this
those
was.
hallways,
What did you experience?
Love that place.
Down there in the basement of Randolph, and there had been a woman that committed suicide down there. So we was down there, nothing really going on. We was even talking about moving areas because nothing was really happening. And then I carried my brother's ashes in one of my necklaces, and I felt movement on that, and I thought maybe I was hung up. So I kind of set forward a little bit, and I felt it resistance. And I didn't even want to say it out loud because, you know, we've all watched the paranormal shows where, oh, I got scratched, and it's, I didn't even want to say it because I know he's a skeptic. I'm like, ah. And then he.
Yeah, that was such a weird position to be in.
The welts there, and
pulled the shirt down. There were these 2 long welts there that I had him on camera for 20 minutes before, so I know at least before then he didn't scratch. Of course, it took me like a week to believe him, and we had to have these conversations.
This is so interesting. Brittany, you co-host Tales of the Dark. Tyler just referred to that podcast. What drew you to this phenomenon in the first place?
It actually happened in quite a synchronistic way, and we It started out with a
Which, by the
payphone
way,
for
Brittany
us, and it was
and
a payphone
Bob,
in
if you
Detroit,
guys have
and
not
something
checked
led to
out Tales
another,
from the
and we were
Dark,
extremely
do so.
touchy,
It's a pretty good
and
podcast. They also
we've
do
done some
missing
crazy
person
stuff. Went
mysteries.
caving,
Both
went ghost hunting,
both
and it's
channels
just
are
been
awesome.
a wild,
Spotify,
wild
you can
ride.
find Tales of the
Tyler,
Dark and
well, all three of
Tales
you know this. This
yeah.
is going crazy
And
on
then
Amazon
YouTube you can
Prime
find
right now. It's a 5-star
Missing Person
basis,
Mysteries.
and you guys are getting 4.9 stars
Yes,
for
sir.
this project. Tyler, what are fans telling you that is connecting them with this film?
One of the things that we see that I am happy about, because it's something that
Poor
we
Tyler
learned
gets on his nervous rant here.
while doing this, is the authenticity of the investigators and the investigation, because we see so much kind of sensationalizing of the paranormal and everything shot like a horror film. But being more of a skeptic person, this stuff doesn't really scare me, so I didn't want to portray it as scary. So I feel like when people are seeing it, I'm hoping that we're portraying it in a way that's like, you can come and investigate and like contemplate what's
Right.
happening. You don't. It doesn't have to be this kind of haunted house. So that's kind of what I've been reading in the reviews, is that they feel like they're there with us. We're not trying to pull one over on them, so I'm pretty happy about that.
I wish we had more time to talk about this. This is just a fascinating topic. Brittany Clark, Tyler Terry, and Nathan Barnes, all part of the Phantom Farm Project, which you can watch right now as it's streaming on Amazon Prime. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, there it was. There it was. There was our first visit down to Channel 2. And we'll be doing the follow-up finally. Like I said, we'll be back on location and starting to film on the 27th of this month. So we're excited about that. It's something that, we've been debating. Is there really anything that warrants us going back? And we've decided, we're going to go back. We're going to go back and see what we can see. So, that's another thing. Thanks, Steph, for sharing my links out there. I appreciate you. You guys, if you guys want to light up the PayPal or Cash App, that's all going to these pieces that we got in the mix right now. Especially going to the tavern that we're going to in Dayton next month, and obviously on the 27th. I got to get some equipment updated for sure before we go in there. I'm way behind on the equipment curve. But anyhow, thank you for sharing those links. I appreciate that, Steph. And then the Teespring thing, I haven't really designed anything new for years now over on Teespring. However, we finally have somebody that will be making our merch for us. So keep an eye out for some Terror Barn merch. That's going to be coming down the pike very soon. Try to get that out very soon. I want to kind of have our little uniformed in a little bit before our next investigation, at least repping the brands. So we got that coming down, and then of course me doing that, having somebody that's going to make merch for me that's this close to me. It's hard telling the crazy shit that I'm going to come up with and try to spew out. Some of the shit I haven't looked. I'm like, if I've always said this, like especially my stand-up, I have 15 or 20 of those little composition notebooks filled up. And how I write stand-up bits is kind of weird. Like if I find sometimes it'll just be a punchline or a word or anything, I'll just jot that down in that book. And then I'll come back later and kind of try to piece together this jigsaw puzzle of madness of these random words and punchlines and shit. And then I try to create a bit out of it. So, yeah, if anybody ever found those notebooks, they're probably thinking, damn, dude had to have a little bit of schizophrenia in his blood. Because it's kind of nuts. But yes, the Terror Bard, and we didn't realize, because Tyler uses Epidemic Sound when he edits. And we didn't realize, because if you use Epidemic Sound over on YouTube without the email that you signed up for Epidemic Sound with, they don't like that much, and they'll demonetize it. So we had to upload that on the original Terror Barn channel, which I don't know. Looking back at it, man, I changed the name of the Skeeter Jerkins channel to Terror Barn, then brought Skeeter over here to this channel. And I'm like, man, why'd I even do any of that? Like, my content is about as bipolar as I am. Like, so Epidemic Sound don't like that. So that's why the the Halloween short got uploaded where it did. It was fun shooting that short. I really love doing that one, and that's what kind of geared me over. Because Tyler and I are a part of two different, I don't know, it's one LLC, but it's two different businesses, really. Tyler's is, Finding Nothing, and mine being Terror Barn. We want to do the more documentary, like paranormal investigations. That's all more Finding Nothing, and the more produced and written horror films and comedy shorts and things of that nature is more of a Terror Barn thing. But we're still grinding away at that, and I got screenplays done, and I'm most likely going to start up an Indiegogo or some sort of fan funding to get the Devil's Bargain project down in Mississippi, because we got accepted into a film festival in Mississippi in February for that Halloween short. So I want to get to Mississippi and retrace Robert Johnson's steps so damn bad and do the actual ritual where he was said to do the ritual and just do it. And I believe it's a unique approach. I've not seen nobody really approach the situation like I've gotten in my head anyways. Hey, Danny, how you doing? I ain't seen you in around a while. I don't believe. I think it's been a long time. Nice to see you, Danny. But, so yeah, I'm trying to get the piece that we filmed for Devil's Bargain when we went out and we did the Crossroad Ritual in Ohio. That's going to be used probably most likely more like a promo piece to assist the Indiegogo or the fan funding, whichever site we decide to attempt that madness with. But yeah, there was some things that happened that was intriguing, but I don't know. It's to really force something to be entertaining. I'd rather hotbox it and kind of just chop it up to show what we're doing, to show our approach and what we would be doing in Mississippi. But I don't know. I think that lore goes back so deep. Like, it's almost like Babylonian days, as far as that goes back. The Devil's Bargain, meeting a crossroads demon, making a deal for your soul. That type of thing. But we got a unique twist. I don't want to give too much away from it until I figure out how I'm actually going to put this piece together. But I got to get on the ball. Last month I wanted to get that piece out in October, but with Face of Horror and the news station and all these different things we had going on, there was just no way. But it's going to work out the way it's supposed to, right? I hope. We'll see. Oh, man. Well, I'm glad you're getting a little bit of downtime now, Danny. Yeah, I can't complain too much. Life is life, and we're living it. So it's all good. Yeah, I'm really excited. Like, what I like to do now in the paranormal world, and out of the whole group, really, when you come to like organized paranormal investigations or however you want to articulate that, I haven't really did as much investigations as, Tyler and Bob, but I've always been around it. And we didn't do like paranormal investigations, but my great grandmother would call up the spirits and things. And it was always something, all the houses that I grew up in, most of them anyways, had some crazy shit go down. So it's always kind of been a thing. And then paranormal TV took off, and then everybody, went out with a spirit box and asked if any spirits here would wish to communicate. That whole boom started. And, I did several. But what I like to do now is like get in these situations that make me nervous, that make me a little bit on the edge. And I've noticed really the only thing that gets me to that place very quick is the occult shit. Because I've never, when we did the Devil's Bargain, that was the first time I tried to do any type of ritual. And it put me on the edge a little bit, So I really like, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy what we have in store for you on a second trip to Randolph County, the follow-up for Phantom Farm. There's going to be some interesting things. It's either going to make everybody think we're fucking insane, or it's going to catch on a little bit. We'll see. Oh, a bucket list. That's a good question, Lex. Like for me, my knee-jerk reaction every time is to say Gettysburg. That's always kind of been a bucket thing for me. All the evidence and shit that's come from down there, and just the history down there. So my knee-jerk reaction is always to say Gettysburg. But the older I get and the more mature I get within this paranormal field and the knowledge that I'm collecting up, I would have to say probably just Salem. Now all that, everything that's going down up there, that's went down historically in Salem with the witch trials and all that. Like, I think that would be a pretty dope place to go check out. This straight Blair Witch it. Just go out in the woods, and investigate where some of these things was said to go down. I think would be pretty intriguing. So I'd have to say Salem or Gettysburg for me. Oh, the occult stuff, like I said, I've never really been around it. I've never fucked with it. I've never attempted it. I've never messed with it at all until we filmed Devil's Bargain, that little promo piece that we'll be using. And now I found it to be okay. It's not quite, it's like one of those things. You're sitting in a dark room. The room next to you is scariest because you're not there. So your imagination's filling that room full of all the monsters. It's crawling around in your skull. So, like, to me, it was kind of the same aspect as far as, like, not knowing. So it terrified the shit out of me. Growing up, we covered the music stuff earlier when we was talking, but that movie Crossroads got me. I was a young age watching Ralph Macchio. It's a real good film. It's one of my top 5s probably. But that always got me like really obsessed with, okay, shit. Can you really call up a devil at a crossroads and make a deal? So it's kind of like years obsession over this lore and reading everything. But yeah, it can be intense. Right, Lex? Oh, there's a bunch of places down in West Virginia. Like, if you guys have not watched Hellier yet, I highly recommend that. Hellier's a decent piece, and it touches on West Virginia. That's why I'm bringing that up, my damn concussed brain. But Point Pleasant has always been a place, and there's a bunch of asylums down there in West Virginia that are intriguing. I would love to just do kind of a paranormal investigation, but it'll be more like a cryptid, going out and try to track down the old Mothman. But yeah, Point Pleasant is definitely a spot that I would like to go and do a little bit. And plus, that's where my family's from, so I'd like to get down there and play around, see if I can find an old Mothman. Right, Lex? I love that damn film. I watch it at least once or twice a year. It's like it's one of those movies, you know what I mean? Like, it's not quite, The Crow. The Crow has to go down for me as one of my favorites. The Crow and Tombstone, they were kind of up there. It's hard, like when somebody tries to tell you what's your favorite film, it's the same as what's your favorite song, who's your favorite band. It's like, okay, now we got genres. We got artists. We got, you know what I mean? There's different things, but yeah, Crossroads, great film. I just saw you got memberships on Terror Barn. Is that new, or am I just really? Oh, the Terror Barn channel. Yeah, those memberships have been around since the Skeeter days. I haven't really updated them. I'm going to. I'm building into it, and that's the thing that I don't want you guys. How can I got so much going on as far as outside of YouTube, as far as creating films and writing and working and parenting and doing all these different things. I'm a little bit behind on the curve. But my goal is to get this channel up, have my memberships here, and then Terror Barn be the produced pieces and the bigger pieces all going on to Terror Barn, and this kind of being the interactive YouTube channel. Well, Danny, that's where we filmed Phantom Farm was. It was an old poor farm / asylum. It was asylum at one point. It was a poor farm at another point. And so far, of all the places we've been, this has been a place that has puzzled our skeptics. You know, Tyler's one of the biggest skeptics on planet Earth. You know, he loves the paranormal. He's very passionate about it, but he's very inquisitive. There, we use some college words. And he loves that place. So, all right, Steph. And, you know, that's where I got the biggest paranormal happening that happened to me was, thank God we actually got it on camera, and was the Scratch and Phantom Farm. So, yeah, the Asylum place, it's interesting. I'm excited to go back and hopefully Randolph County is what Randolph County is. It gives us what we're asking for. Hell yeah, Lex. Like I just love Doc Holliday and the Tombstone there. Val Kilmer did a phenomenal job at being Doc. Oh, I would love to get to the Winchester house too, where Mrs. Winchester built all these random hallways leading to nowhere and doors to nowhere and a maze within a maze. Said to keep all the spirits out that was out to get her because of the invention her husband made. Like, yeah, the Winchester house, definitely on the bucket list. But yeah, the Winchester house for sure. I'll be a Huckleberry. That dude was just so damn cold. That dude was Johnny Ringo out there threatening folks. None of you guys play for blood? I'm your Huckleberry. Loved it. I'm getting, the wife is texting as I'm trying to stream. But yeah, Tombstone's great. And then I have to put up there too, like, The Crow, phenomenal fucking film. One of my favorite quotes all the time. It's kind of like a weird motto in my brain. Can't rain all the time. You know, there's just certain movies, man, it hit different. And I love all different, it's kind of like music. I love all different genres, and, you know, horror and comedy is kind of my comfort zone. I enjoy all different types of films, you know, rom-coms and bro journeys, and you know, I enjoy all different types of films. But to sit down and say, okay, what's your favorite one? It's like, shit, I don't know. I can list you about 10. I could list you 10 favorite ones, but one, it's hard because, you know, the original Halloween, I think everybody kind of knows I'm obsessed about that one. But let's see here. Yeah, we'll switch it up a little bit. Now, before I jump into this our last little video we're going to check out, and I think it's just cringy as hell, me watching my own shit, but oh, may I'll be more prepared as we keep going on. You know what I mean? I got to get back in and get fluid in doing the streaming shit, you know, because when I was doing the YouTube thing, streaming came out, was kind of a new thing. It was all doing the Google Hangout and all that shit. And then the LA adventure happened, and, you know, so I'll get better at it. We might review. If you guys got any videos you'd like me to review or talk about, hit me up on the X Machine, Twitter, whatever you want to call that thing, you know. Elon Musk's shit. Yeah. Elon Musk's. Jesus, man. Anyhow, this next video, Tyler had this song, and I don't know, I might get in trouble for playing it over here because it's Epidemic Sound, but he had this song. He's like, man, for some reason, your Skeeter character singing this to Bigfoot would be phenomenal. And so we go out, and he asked me, of all people, do you know how to, interpretive dance? I'm like, dude, I don't even know what you're talking about. And he's like, well, you just kind of got to feel the music and kind of going through nature. And so what you guys are, it's cringe as fuck. I hate watching myself, but it is what it is. We'll do it. If I hated it that much, we wouldn't be doing it, right? But it is cringe for me. Like when we did the was down at that, I don't know that film festival / paranormal Paragon, whatever you want to call it. And we did the live watch over in Nashville of our film on stage for a Q&A. It's like every time I come up, I was like, oh, shit. Here I come again. My dumbass. Okay, this one here is Skeeter's love song for old Sasquatchy. So, if you guys don't know, the Skeeter name is all from a stupid character that I created years and years and years ago. Shit, it's been way too long. It's embarrassing to even admit, but it's been like an 8-year-old character or something. But Skeeter is a confident moron, redneck, that is hunting down Sasquatch because he believes his daddy is a Squatch. So, oh, let's cringe together with this.
Walk through a steaming pile of COVID to find Sasquatch and hug him.
Said you needed a break and left with no heads up. I was strong for your sake, but it made my heart drop. 'Cause it's always been you and I. Give me one more try. This is messing with my mind. Not gonna lie, but I'll give you the space so you.
It's even more cringe when you go back and look. I mean, that was me 35 pounds ago.
I've been losing sleep and it won't get better. I can't get my mind off of you. Days go by and I can't help but wonder if you think about me too. Don't you just hate it being away from
Tyler even got
someone you just
beautiful
wanna
cinematic
hold
shots
on
for
to.
this goofy
It's
short.
driving me crazy, tired of waiting. I really hate being away from you.
I wish we could have got the reaction to some of these people as walking through that park, seeing me flow on the ground like that.
We're like everyone else, we have our ups and downs. It is not just one mistake that made you think about what life can be like without me in it. I still thought it'd be you and I until we die. But I'll give you the space so you can figure this out. I've been losing sleep and it won't get better. I can't get my
Those shots that he got there is
mind off you.
ridiculous.
Days go by and I can't help but wonder if you think about me too. Don't you just hate it being away from someone you just wanna hold on to? It's
Kind of story about that too. I mean, lipping those lyrics.
I really hate being away from you. Don't you just hate it being away from someone you just wanna hold on to? It's driving me crazy, tired of waiting. I really hate being away from you.
Oh, the damn Doritos. So yeah, there's Skeeter's love song for old Squatchy. We had a blast with that. Again, me and Tyler, in my opinion, I think we do our best work when we just kind of go to a location and say, fuck it, we're just going to, whatever. We kind of got a skeleton bulletin point outline here that we're going to hit, but let's ad-lib a little bit. But me when the Doritos are gone, come back. Oh, but no, we had a blast doing that one. I wish I could have got more of the reactions of the people that was walking through the park and seeing my dumbass over there trying to do an interpretive dance, which I never even heard of that until that day. I'm like, dude, just kick the music on. And then we went down and we used I think we used my aunt's basement for the close up where you see me lipping the lyrics. And we put that shit, it was like sped all the way up because we was going to do, Tyler had a vision in his head of wanting to do like the old Linkin Park videos and things where the lyrics are coming out at normal speed, but his hair's blowing in slow-mo. To do that, you got to speed up the lyrics really fast and kind of shoot it in slow-mo. So that's how you get that timing going on there. So we had this whole thing set up and we're like, yeah, we're going to do it. And we got so caught up with me timing those lyrics right, we forgot to even bring out the damn fan for Skeeter's hair to blow in the wind. So it's just me. We could have just did a normal version at a normal speed or even a slow-mo speed to hit those lyrics. But the whole reason why we did it was to get the hair blowing in the wind and slow-mo and the lyrics being normal and a cool little effect. And we forgot the only part to make that work as a fan. And we didn't put that shit up. So you had me up there trying to speed box these lyrics out. And it was a blast though, man. We always have. I love doing those pieces. Again, that's something that I really want to lean back into, doing some of these comedy skits, because like I said, I got all these notebooks filled up with ideas. So yeah, that definitely, and that's more of a, I don't know, I'll probably keep the comedy stuff over here in the Skeeter Jerkins land if it's just a YouTube short. If we do anything big or bigger than like a YouTube short, if we get anything bigger than 10 minutes, and then that's probably over in the Terror Barn land. But yeah, we have a blast with doing those damn things. Something that I have not did, and this will show you like how much I really hate watching myself. All those Negs parodies, I've never really went back and watched over, and they're all one takes. Do you guys got any one of those parodies you guys would like to watch? People tell me some of the shit I say in there, and then I have to go back. The inventory one was fun for me, but that's 9 minute long. Jesus. I went in on the parodies. 9 minutes. 6 minutes. The first one's 11 minutes. Jesus Christ, man. What was I thinking? The next parodies definitely have to be cut down, which I'm definitely going to do another one good. Another one soon. I've had an idea in my head for the last few weeks, and it just keeps getting better and better because he is the cringe gift that keeps on cringing. Here, let's check out. Okay, what I do to the... Stupid OBS. I will get this down, peeps. It does, Lynn. Yes, Steph. Those, and it just keeps getting better. It's just because the shit that I see, which I'm not able to watch a lot, especially this last week, so I'm behind. But the shit I've seen, I'm like, okay, yeah, we got to do that store commercial. We got to do it right. And listen, man, I do these parodies, and I'm not like menacing about it. I'm just having fun. And yes, I could go in deeper and be, more intense and really ripping the shreds, but I'm just having fun with it, man. If you take any part of that dude serious, there's a serious problem. Like he is what he is, low cal or whatever you guys want to call him, cringe king, but it is what it is. But the store commercial definitely has to happen. We'll watch a little bit of this one. We'll see if I can last the whole time watching myself. This is the Rage, I think. Yeah, Rage.
Welcome to the broadcast. It's been the longest day of my life.
That's how he comes into every stream.
I got it ended 4 times already. 4 times.
Lori, how we doing? Beautiful Lori. Dude's always coming in hard as shit. If you guys remember, it's when he heard his phone say something and he thought the smoke detectors was spying on him. So stupid.
What was that? You guys hear that? You guys hear that?
Yeah, Steph, the breakdown. And he's always doing that shit too. He's always going in and out of frame. Oh, what's going on, drum set?
You see what I mean? I can't be myself. I know you guys heard that too. I know you heard it, man.
Oh, Jesus. Fucking cringe. To do a good Nags, you just gotta be paranoid all the time and have crooked fingers and oversell everything. Everything's a Armageddon level event.
I don't know, man. I know you guys heard that too. I don't know, man. I know you heard that.
It was not Steph, it was just Siri.
Longest day of my life. Oh, stupid thing just work. Oh.
And that's another thing when you do these parodies, you don't gotta fix shit. Because his lives are such a nightmare where he fucks up a million times. You don't gotta fix nothing. You just
Hey guys.
let it
We're
happen.
back again, man. Back again. Stop stumping up there, Guardian.
Now I wish I had some piss falling down on my face right there. Some water just.
It's all part of the act. It's all part of the gig. It's all part of the gig.
He always gets clear up into the fucking camera with his crazy eyes.
It was a long
Repeats
day.
shit.
Dealing with all this. A long day.
So
I
stupid.
can't wait to the day that I'm able to just walk down that majestic road to my unicorn home without having to be asked about my guardian. My guardian.
He's always the one who's
We
cringe.
are our own
bullshit.
people. I am Ben.
Right, Lex.
She is the guardian. We're not Sonny and Cher, man.
So stupid. Yes, that hump's a pain in the ass. It's a big ball of.
See, right there. There we go. There we go.
Of
Where's the
duct
guardian?
tape.
Where's the guardian? Where's the guardian? Where's the
And
guardian?
it keeps getting bigger.
She's
So-
my ATM. I mean, we're a couple. We're a couple. But god dang. Everybody out here likes grapes. Grapes in the community. Grapes in the community. Grapes. I'm an orange man. I like apples and oranges and bananas. I do not like grapes.
So stupid.
I can't even have my own show and be bags and be who I am.
Gosh, man.
It's just, I don't know how much longer I can do this. Okay? I don't know how much longer I can do this.
Me either, homie. Me either.
I can shut all this down right now. Right now. And I'll be just fine.
Could you imagine being his damn neighbor? The shit you hear.
I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired of it. You know, a year ago, I was sitting in my candy house. The sun wasn't even melting it. And now all of a sudden, I got to deal with this. Where's your guardian?
Oh
Where's
shit!
your
No, I didn't know that
guardian? Where's
stuff.
your
It
guardian?
set
Where's
him
the
all on
guardian?
the Spurg moment, huh?
You know what the problem is? You know what the problem is? My guardian has put all of her shit on to me. I do nothing
Yeah,
but tell the truth.
I try to study his little
little
mannerisms.
Of
With
freaking
the
happiness to
time I
everybody
got
that
allotted.
listens to me.
So I'll just
No,
watch a
nobody
video,
listens to
a
Beggs.
time or two,
Nobody
and then just
listens to Beggs.
kick it on and one take it.
I'm tired of it. I can shut this all down right now.
Chilling on a Saturday night.
You know what? I get on here day to day, try to do this, I
Right,
can't even have my own show. Can't even have my own show. Can't have my own show.
All right, there was my rage. We might get into inventory one here in a minute. The inventory one now is even more funnier to me. Seeing his actual inventory because I wasn't far off. Excuse me. Where you see the death butterfly flag flying there. I got to finish building that out. Like that's gonna be my little. Because I got so much shit when it comes to filming and equipment and everything and shit for my studio, backdrop, you know, all the different things that I want with my masks and my Funko Pops and all this different shit. I got to get on the ball and get that area finished so you guys can see me during these live streams. Yeah, I was, right, Gretchen. He always has those crazy ass, those eyes and the damn the fingers for me. It's like, man. Let's see. We'll dive into this one next. We'll check this one out. This is the inventory stream, which I don't think he ever did an actual inventory stream. But I was like, you know what? Let's dive in the upstairs inventory a little bit. Yeah, he has those crazy ass eyes where he gets all the way up into the damn camera and shit. My eyes are so dark anyways, it almost gives a demon effect. Here he comes with his peanut butter. Belinda made me, she's like, you gotta get some damn teeter tan in the video. Who knows? I might film that other parody today. Why not? Who knows?
Yeah. What's going on, man?
Right? They're like,
What's going on,
they
man?
used to be fingers. Now they're some weird, crooked
Got that teeter
mystery.
tan. I'm stuck in there. What's going on, guys? I got the mic. Oh yeah, check it out. Mike. Guess what day it is?
He always does that shit too, man. Always tries to like, I don't know if he really
Yeah,
thinks he's freestyling or
Beggs,
what,
mother from
but
Pluto.
Jesus.
That's okay. I got the DVD on sale of Juno. You know? I know. So here we go. Yeah. We'll go over the inventory we got for you today. We got some inventory. Got some inventory.
And the way he always nods his head and shit, always touching his face.
Man. But I think it's pretty
always
good mic, man.
these little
I think
ticks.
it's gonna do it. I don't know. I'm just in a grouchy mood today. I'm hardly ever in a grouchy mood, but I'm in a grouchy mood today. Yeah, this mic's a pretty good mic, man. It's a pretty good mic, man. Pretty good mic. It's a pretty good mic. It's a pretty good mic, man. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to repeat everything at least 10 times.
Guess what day it is?
At least 10 times. The dude does that shit all the time. Does it all the time. What do you mean? He does it all the time. Yeah, he does it all the time. He does it all the time.
DVDs. Well, I've had these for a while, man.
Right, Lex? It's embarrassing as shit.
I picked these up
He's always spacing out too.
at my old job, man. I picked these up at my old job. I got them for free.
A little video store robbery
That's why they're in
dig.
these cases, man. But they're pretty good. They're pretty good. They're pretty good, man. They're pretty
He's
good.
always doing that shit too. He's
Also, we're
some of his
excited,
damn
man.
lips and
We're
his.
excited. We got a whole bunch of these, man. These ain't what you think they are, all right? Or maybe they are. I don't know. Yeah, maybe they are. Maybe they are, right, man? I don't know. We got about 1,500 of these. We're going to be selling these for $12.99, and they're slightly used. All right, for the beginners, you start here. For the experts out there, man, you start there. You start there. You'll have to start there. You'll start there. You'll start there.
So stupid.
Okay, these are a couple good pieces as well. We got this sign here. It
This
says,
is all just random
says,
shit from the move that
I think
is
it
not
says
made out of
love, man.
storage.
It might say love. It might say love right there. We'll probably sell this for $75.99. It's gently used. Everything is gently used. Okay, these are gently used.
I should have said
Even these
vintage.
here, they're
Everything's
gently
vintage.
used, but I believe it's only been used on the beginner side. Okay, I think the beginner side has been used, and not the expert side, man. Not the expert side. Nope. Nope. Not the expert size.
Get the belly wiggle as you exit the frame.
Oh, then also, we got this going up there. We got one screwdriver. Just one screwdriver.
Just one.
It's just one. There's
Just
just
one.
one.
It's just
There's
one.
just one screwdriver. We're going to have that for sale also for $8.99.
Those damn
And then we
head
got this
knots
wrench
drive me
here.
nuts too.
I
Just
think it's a pipe
constantly,
wrench,
just
man.
yeah.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it's a pipe wrench, man. I'm
Confirmation
pretty sure
about
it's
the
a pipe
confirmation.
wrench.
To confirm.
We'll probably sell that
Confirm.
for $29.99. It's pretty good shape. Remember, it's all used, gently used. Gently used.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, gently
we got a
used.
big shipment of these in. I don't know why they were so cheap, man. That was. Sorry, guys. I'm just in a cranky mood. We got a shipment of these. I
You
think
got
we
Dylan
about
Bugs in this cranky
20,000
mood.
of those.
Yeah,
We're going to sell these, man. We're going to
He's
sell
always
these
getting
probably
lost.
$10.99. Still one of my
Lost
favorite
in,
football teams.
instead
I'm
of lost in
absolutely
thought,
positive
he's like
they're
lost
still
in
around.
rage.
Yeah, they're still around. So yeah, Washington Redskins. We got their pennants, man. Sorry, guys. I'm just in a cranky mood, man. Oh, wait. Oh, hey, thank you, Cash App person.
Yeah, then instantly when he
There we
gets the
go.
cash
Thank
apps
you,
and the
Cash. I
hits,
appreciate
his
you.
bad
I see
mood
you.
disappears.
Thank
He's
you.
no
Yeah,
longer
that
mad.
was about,
You know,
1.5
he placated
cents there,
and got sympathy
you know?
cash. Now he's happy.
Listen, I gotta remind everybody out there that what you see right here, I'm just a character, man. I'm just
Right,
a
Steph?
character.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just a character. My mom's from Pluto. I'm just a character, right? I'm a character, man. Like Aquaman or the Green Lantern. I'm a character. And my mom's from Pluto. Okay?
I think he said that in one of the clips that was
It's going to be long
sent.
distance, man. It's going
His
to be long
mom's from
distance, man.
Pluto.
I know, I cleaned everything up, man, with that
Hey, it's a collector's item.
Reconnection
Lex.
coffee house. I cleaned all that up, man. I think we're good to go now. Oh, thank you, another Cash App person. I'm not in a bad mood anymore. I'm not even cranky anymore, man. I think what I'm going to do after we wrap up this room, which I'm going to get off here real quick in a second. And I think I'm going to go on down to the tattoo shop.
Watching
man.
these
I'm gonna
back
get
make me
I'm gonna
really
get
wanna do
Live
the
Me
next one
logo as a
over the
tramp
fucking
stamp,
top.
Man, I'll post pictures later. I think it's going to be pretty dope because I think I'm going to retire from there. Yeah. Well, listen. As soon as my Live Me
I was trying
contract's
to
up,
show
I'm
there
done. Yeah.
where
As soon
he's
as the contract's up, I'm done.
frantic
I'm
and
done.
everything. One minute he's
Yeah,
quitting
after
Live
I'm going to
Me.
go down there to tattoo
The
shop
next
for
minute
Live
he's
Me,
retiring from there.
Logo tattoo right square on my back. Yeah. All right, man. Well, I just want to go over a few of the inventory items. Oh, we got one more to go over. This
See, that's how unplanned I am. Like, I'd love to say all
Okay,
these
we
things
got
had
this here.
reason behind them because
You know,
got a pile of shit that
There's about a quarter
I
left.
just started
A
freestyle
quarter
over
left in here,
and just
man. It's still good
dove into
matches.
it.
Even though there's a quarter left, there's only a quarter left. There's about a quarter left. But this is still good matches, man. There's good matches in there still. It's about a quarter of a book, man. Right there, it's about a quarter of a book, man. But still good. This one I'm really excited about. We got 17 cases of this in. I think you're all going to dig
Ooh,
this.
good point, Lex. Maybe that's the little
Nut rub,
swerve we
man.
gotta
And
get
all,
into the parody
all
world.
17 cases,
Bags
I
is
think it ends up
dead.
about being 1,700 of these.
Now
They're
it's
all
gone.
gently used.
The
I think there's only been a
return
couple
of
little
the dog.
gallops taken out there, man. A couple little gallops, man. A couple little gallops, man.
Took it out there. That's it. A couple of dollops, man. Couple of dollops. Yeah, come on down to the upstairs. You know, come to the upstairs and you go ahead and just get your nut rub. We're now sponsored.
Come on down to the upstairs. I have fun doing those, man. And again, it's not watching those over make me want to like be a little bit more intense with the parodies and the digs, but I've always liked to do, lighthearted and fun. But there's definitely, it's so wide open with him. Like, that's a good point though, Lex. Like, Beggs is dead. It's a new character now, so maybe that's the term that we're doing. Oh, good. yeah. I don't fear that at all. The old nut rub, yeah, just a little dollop out, little dollop. Yeah, I think the next parody, which Steph wants me to do the attic commercial, store commercial, which we're definitely gonna have to do. But yeah, that's a good point, Lex. I didn't think about that. Beggs is gone. Beggs is gone, so we gotta take a little parody shift here. Now, in all reality, have you seen a difference between the Negs character and Ron? No, nobody has. I think it was just his way of like trying to get away from all the fucked up shit he has done and said. Like, oh, you can't get me for that. I was just playing a character. That really wasn't me. Duh. Like, he thought for him saying, okay, that's a character. I am who I am now. Like, everybody's just going, oh, okay, this is a clean slate. Oh, awesome. Hey, Jack, if you sub up to Raven's channel this Friday, Raven Death and I will be watching the whole film, a little watch along with you guys. Yeah, no difference at all, Steph. I appreciate that, Jackie. There's no difference at all. He just was trying to get away from all the fucked up shit that he had said and done. And it's like, oh, I know. I'll tell him I'm not who I am. That'll work, man. I'll just tell him I'm not who I am. They'll believe it. There's zero change. He just was trying to get away from all the fucked up shit that he did. It don't work that way, man. Yeah, Raven, we literally just discussed it last night, but I was going to do it over here. But I know she likes to have those Freaky Friday streams. So, yeah, thank you, Steph. Yeah, we're going to do a whole watch along with you guys. I was trying to do that when I was down at the film festival, but I don't know if it was the building that was in or what was going on, but the service was horrible. Right, Lynn? And that's another thing, everybody's like so shocked about, the store visit. Everybody knows somebody was going to go. That was, as soon as he opened, he knew it. Everybody knew it. And he was trying to placate for somebody to do it so he can be a victim again for another 7 years. Because some guy walked into a storefront and asked about a product. That's so threatening. What do you mean about the flag on the wall? Stop trying to groom me. It was, yeah. So, and that's really the only, I'm still down to go down. Hey, what's going on, Texas? I'm still down for the clout fight shit. I will be and will always be. So, Negs, I know you still bounce around everything that I touch because I see your little dislike thing. You still got the same patterns, dude. So if you hear this, I don't want to be on your podcast. I'm not going to sneak in your door and live stream. I'm not about all that. But you have been promoting this fight event for at least 5 years, and we haven't seen it yet. So if you actually want to produce it and actually deliver on it, I know it's hard for you to deliver on promises, but if you would really like to do it, I'm your guy. your little short that you uploaded and you tried to look tough in, it was comical. But if you really want to do the fight, you don't got to pay for shit. I already got a venue. Only thing you got to do is somehow get your little butterball ass to pass a physical. That's it. That's it. I'll even let you pick the rules, like MMA, boxing, spelling competition, spelling bee. You can even pick it. There just has to be a level of violence. I appreciate that, Jackie. Have a good one. But yeah, that's my only take on that. And I'll probably need to do at least a formal short. Is that how we do it on these YouTube streets? He clapped at me with a short, so I got to clap back with another short. Is that how we do it in the YouTube streets? Right? Yeah, that's foreign. That's foreign language. Work? What is this you speak of and the mysteries that lie behind the magic? Right, Lex. Like, I would definitely be on board. Now, he would have to pass a physical. Like, would have to have that to where, injuries occur, not liable. But that's the great thing about all the shit that I've been into. I know different promoters and shit and have venues and rings and cages. So just let me know, man. I'm sure we can slide right in on a card. I would love it. I would love it. You could tell by the way that little short, I forget who sent me that short. It might have been it was on Twitter, of course, but I forget where I seen it. Where it's like, oh, it might have been BGTV. It was always finally talking about you, Skeeter. And you could tell by that short, he's stuttering over his words and trying to articulate and look tough. It's like, dude, I'm not fucking father. I ain't about to roll up in your damn house and catch a charge and have to go to jail. Like, I ain't about that. But you mentioned clout fights. I'm definitely all about doing that. All day long. But yeah, let's be real. He's never going to seriously pursue that. I don't know. Maybe he'll get desperate like Boogie. maybe he'll get desperate and be like, oh man, I can make some money going in here and getting knocked out. Maybe that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Like, he gets desperate enough to where he's like, yes, let's do this fight. I guess I can dream. I don't think he'll ever really pursue it. And before, he will spend whatever he spends. Listen, Ron, Negs, Beggs, Prick, Hump, whatever you're going by today. I'm not going to do little kids things and break the laws and do all that shit. But if you ever want to get together and have a conversation about setting up this clout fight, get a hold of me. I would get a hold of you, but I don't even know where you're at anymore. Since you got kicked off of YouTube and kicked off all these other different streaming platforms, and you're trying to be over there streaming, getting unicorn houses and rainbow dildos and shit on that Live Me app. You got me blocked everywhere. I don't know what socials you're on, but you can find me and DM me, or have one of your 2 or 3 people left to DM me, and we can get together and set that up. Hey, there's Death. How we doing? 6666 6. Prick Hump. That's its new name. Yeah, the dude he's so, I didn't think it'd be any worse than what it was. However long it's been since Lori and I and Whitty was around, 6-7 years. But he's progressively gotten more sinister and worse as each group goes on. It's fucking nuts. Like the shit that went down back in my day is like nothing really compared to the shit that he's done now. Like, it's like, damn. Oh shit, I forgot too. And we're saying that shit over and over and over again. See, I forget half the shit that comes out my damn mouth when I'm streaming or doing an eggs parody. I just go. I forget what I called him. I have to go back and look at it. Stuff I forget what I called him now, but it stuck. Just got back to the house, huh? Death. I was thinking about like a weird intro for your streams and shit the other day, Death. That Ralph Stanley song. It's called Death. There's a cool little wordplay you could do off of that. I can't believe I did either because we said it over and over and over again, Steph. You're on a mission now, huh? Yeah, this last week or so, if I'm not active on here, that usually means real life shit has popped off, or the filming shit. We're planning, we're practicing, we're going through the motions, we're trying to get our camera movements down, and poor Tyler has to deal with my dumbass doing all that. And that's kind of what we've been doing this past week, was getting the gimbals out and going through the motions, because Tyler and I is going to be more on cam, and we have 2 camera operators, so we're trying to get the feel down and to go into it. But then also, again, go back to that community post that I made. Something I've been battling with ever since the shit came out, and we had another continuance. Prosecution didn't even attempt to not let this happen. But yeah, I've dealt with a lot of that shit, and that is the biggest nightmare of all the bullshit I've went through in my life. Biggest nightmare by far. So yeah, I'm trying to navigate through there, but still, do the shit that I have to do as an adult, as a father and husband, and so still got to get up, no matter how shitty you feel, and you still got to go put the work in. Then when you get done with work, you still got to go put the other work in. You know what I mean? Because, working a full-time job and then getting a film production, trying to help to get that off the ground, and going through all the shit that we're going through, it's a weird space. But I did feel oddly better just kind of just saying it. You know what I mean? Like, just getting it off my chest, just getting it out there, because if things don't go the way they should, this is going to be very fucking public. So, it's in their court now. I really can't think on it too much, or I'm going to break a promise. And Captain Thunderpuss, there it is. I'm going to break a promise behind bars. So I try to stay away from that shit as much as possible. Captain Thunderpuss. That's that's the name. Yeah, let's get off the dark shit and get back to that. Yeah, Captain Thunderpuss. Maybe that's the name of the new character that Beggs is going to morph into. Old Captain Thunderpuss. I don't even know where that came from when I said that shit. It just fit, I think. So, fuck it. We'll leave it there. Now you guys got me kind of juiced up and watching my parody fails, in my opinion. Like, I definitely can do a hell of a lot better and go a little bit more. I can lean into it a little bit more. That's an epic name. Yeah, Captain Thunderpuss. I don't even know how that even came about, but we did it. Something like that stuff. Yes, I don't. Captain Thunderpuss is such a fucking. I think it encapsulates all the beautiful cringe that is him. Yeah, it was just spitballing, and Captain Thunderpuss was born. So yeah, I think we have to fucking. We have to keep Captain Thunderpuss alive. That's what's. I think yes, Beggs going away. Captain Thunderpuss taking the forefront. Appreciate you, beautiful Lori. And I didn't even know TT was out still doing these things. I thought she was like, I don't know, graduated from Dr. Feldamari. I haven't seen nothing from her in forever, but she's still doing her same crazy shtick. So we might have to get some more of those parodies on the line. And if you guys got some other people you'd like me to try to parody out, shoot them over to me on the Twitter or the X, whatever you guys are calling these things. I appreciate you, Duh. Thank you. I think it's kind of like the method behind my madness is I got to constantly be doing, or, me left alone. Me left alone with my thoughts can be pretty intimidating space. So I try to fill it with as much as possible, working full time and always writing, planning, all the different sports we went over with, that my children are involved in and things. I got to stay submerged in life and not really harp on a lot of shit, especially that shit. And then plus, man, one of my biggest motivators, and I know it might sound whatever, but it's true. I want to show my children, no matter what you're going through, no matter what life is throwing at you and shit, you still can accomplish your goals. You still put the work in. You still grind. You still do what you do. You still chase those goals. And then when you catch that goal, you make a new one and repeat that process. So that's what I'm trying to show them as we go through this insane life that, it's kind of like the Rocky quote, it's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That type of thing, But I think I do what majority of all parents do. You just try to do your fucking best, especially, being a male that was raised by a female, not really having that father figure at home. They say it takes a village to raise a child, and I had a great village around me, and I had good father figures, just not constant or in the house type thing. So this whole dad and husband gig, I'm just trying to be what I was missing, if that makes sense. Appreciate that, though. I try. Thanks, Lori. Yeah, that's the goal. I mean, I think we all, I think we all see the opposite with Captain Thunderpuss. What's up, GJ? We all seen the opposite with Captain Thunderpuss, right? Like, that's not how you do it, And who am I to judge? That's him. That's his. I'm not getting into all that. I just know I don't want to be like that. I want to. Exactly what Lori said, like how the cope and deal in a productive, not a harmful way, Oh, the GG. The fucker got me to send the pictures and he never sent me my $40.01. GG the snake. But watching those parodies over, like my next one, I'm gonna have to crank the volume up just a little bit. Lean into it just a little bit more. I appreciate that, Lori. Thank you. We're going to have to get together soon. Miss you and Granny like fucking crazy. Hopefully we can get that together soon. Yes, he did it. He said, "Oh, send you $40.01." Depressing. Really excited. This tavern, I didn't really touch that too much. Man, I'm so scatterbrained and run my mouth. But the tavern we're going to is in Dayton, Ohio, and that'll be in December. And they supposedly got some poltergeist activity going on down there. So I'm excited. Every time I hear poltergeist, I'm like, hell yeah. I really want to dive in. Yes, we got to, Lori. We have to. Been too long. But that place is going to be exciting. What I'm trying to get, if you guys have looked up, DJI, they make great products. Drones, I mean, just phenomenal gimbals, drones, all the gimbals and drones that you see us use come from them. Phenomenal company, but they got excuse me, they got a pocket cam, which is phenomenal, especially what we need for it. That's what I'm trying to collect before we go back to Randolph on the 27th, is to snag one of those up. And they're kind of pricey. I think it's like $600 or something. So I'm trying to get that bought and paid for and in my possession before we go back to Randolph on the 27th. Phenomenal fucking equipment. Phenomenal. There's so many different lores on Poltergeist, vengeful spirits. You're touching on like the Fae mythology when you get into like the fairies and trolls and things. But yeah, Poltergeist, there's tons of different lore on what causes poltergeist activity. But yes, I think in the... Man, I don't want to speak out of school here. I was just reading up on I read so much insane fucking mythology and lore. Poltergeist activity, though, to me, is always like, that's like the paranormal payload, right? Like, you're in a place and shit's flying off the fucking wall and it's going crazy. That's the scene I want to be in. Like, I would love to go on location and have, a bottle of whiskey in this tavern smashed right beside my head, or right on my head if it's on film. Like, but that's what we're chasing, is those events. So I definitely will, Lori. I go through my whole, I guess you would call it like a pregame ritual of, I fast for 48 hours. I put nothing in my body other than water, and just fast it out. I go through my prayer ritual and try to be as strong as I can be going into those things, because I do believe shit can get attached to you and follow you home. I'm trying to find this little piece of equipment that I am trying to get to before. Yeah, guys can kind of see that. This little guy here, this is what we're trying to earn up to before we go. Now, I have the 2, but there's the capabilities with this little thing is phenomenal, especially... Well, you guys can't see my cursor. It's probably something I need to set up in OBS, but this is the little guy that we're trying to snag up beforehand. Mainly to kind of show the equipment, and there's a couple other things we can do there. I can actually live stream to any platform from this little guy. So that would bring live stream capabilities into behind the scenes type ordeal for filming, where we'll be filming on the 27th and live streaming majority of the time. So you guys are getting like a whole entire behind the scenes production type shit there. But yeah, that's one of the pieces of equipment we're trying to earn up to. Now, for me, getting on this website's dangerous because they're always adding phenomenal shit. Like, these guys are on it. I don't understand why. They're catching on now, and this company's kind of taken off, but man, they make such great equipment. From their gimbals to their drones to the pocket. They make phenomenal shit. And like I said, if you watch the film, or if you hanging out with us on Friday over on Raven's channel, all the drone shots and things that you've seen, it's this company's drones. They're fantastic at doing what they do. So yeah, we're trying to build up into... Because, it's ever evolving, right? That's why I kind of laughed when, our Captain Thunderpuss thought he was going to make a documentary. And then I've always, everybody's been asking, okay, what type of camera is he going to use for his photography? He said a Canon T3, a Rebel 3, T3. I mean, that's equivalent to getting a typewriter out for an essay right now. That's kind of the technology. So, I mean, it's ever evolving, especially when you're wanting to submit things and get accepted by like Amazon. Netflix is way down the fucking road. You got to have Red cameras before they'll even attempt to look at your shit. So, I mean, them are crazy fucking expensive. Yeah, Gigi, that's my last stream. I said Captain Thunderpuss and it kind of stuck. Steph loved that. Yes, changelings and fairies. There's so much. That's why I love being in the paranormal field. There's so many different avenues you can go down, and it's just, for me, it's just as exciting as, you know, each path is just as exciting as the next, and it's just like constant. Like, oh man, we can still do this. We can do that. Yes, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Death. You know, it's a Canon, it's a T3, which go back, if you go way back on the Tara Barn channel and check out the Skeeter parodies and the TT parodies and the Skeeter comedy bits and shit we used to do back then, that was on a T6. So that will show you like the technology gap. You know what I mean? So now, again, I'm more of the videography, not so much on the photography side of things, but it's still, you got to update. And what I would love to do on these films is find a way to live stream to you guys as we're filming, you know, for multiple reasons. The main one is to bring you guys on the journey with me, which is what I've always promised since I started on this whole filmmaking journey. And I think I've held true to that. But I would like to bring you guys kind of behind the scenes, like, so you guys can see the planning process and the way we kind of lay things out and our format and shit, and just be open. And then plus be the only paranormal investigating group out there that show the whole process. Because, you know, I can say till I'm blue in the face that we're real. It's 100% authentic, and we're not going to over exaggerate, under exaggerate. We're going to be real and true to the form. I can say that over and over again. But I would like to show it, you know, that to build that trust with the viewing audience that we're not faking anything, and we won't. Like, if we go our next trip to Randolph and nothing happens, then it's nothing happens. You know, it is what it is. But I want our group to be that group that is, sorry about that is 100% authentic. And I think given the behind the scenes look, like that would be pretty badass. Like, have a live stream to kind of couple with the film. And for the people in the live streams, like, oh shit, you know, seeing that on the Amazon platform and shit. Well, I was in that live stream, you know, when that movie was being filmed, that type of shit. Yeah, see, it's outdated. You constantly got to be updating. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much technology out there. You know, for me, especially what we do, this run and gun type of filming that we do, one of the biggest pieces of equipment to grab up is a gimbal. It just makes everything smooth. It takes the shaky and the stabilization issues out of everything. And it's a must-have. Now we got our 2 gimbals. Tyler did for those cameras, and hopefully soon we're updating our entire rigs. I know this is probably getting to the boring Ben Stiller side of things, but we're going to be updating at least our run and gun rigs. We use a XA50 for the night vision shots and some of the handheld. But we're trying to build into Luminix, and I don't know, Luminix and Sony. These guys are dropping some pretty badass pieces of equipment, but Captain Thunderpuss in the script. But yeah, you guys, you gotta be morphing, man. And there's so much technology out there that make things smoother and better. You would almost be stupid not to work your way into upgrading like that. I feel you on that, Gigi. The non-YouTube things. Oh, let's see. Damn, we've almost went for 2 hours. I appreciate you guys coming here and hanging out with me again. I never know what I'm going to say, what I'm going to do, or how we're going to say it or do it, but we do it. I'll be back with you guys again tomorrow. Come in and chat, and hopefully, who knows? I might end up filming the next parody this evening. Who knows? You never know with me. If I got some downtime this evening, that might be a possibility. That might happen. But yeah, I appreciate you guys sharing out all the links. If you guys would like to support any of these crazy ass journeys that Terror Bar is on, Finding Nothing is on, there's the links. We got those upcoming projects coming up. Excited. Hopefully some shit pops off so we can have some good content to throw out. But if not, we'll still have fun doing it. And hopefully I'll snack up this Pocket 3 beforehand so you guys can have the live stream behind the scenes there. I think that'd be a cool little look. Not only you be live in a paranormal investigation, but you also be live while film's getting shot. So do it. There's the peer pressure. If I have some downtime, I'm definitely, after watching those, I'm definitely wanting to. I appreciate every one of you guys coming in here. Hit the links if you want to, the PayPal, the Cash App. That all goes directly to film projects. That's all that's there for. And again, man, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with me. You guys have a great rest of your day. I got to get on and do this whole dad gig and go to work. Fun. I appreciate you guys, man. Much love from me to you. Y'all have a great one, an outstanding one, and I will see you very soon. Thank you, guys.